Hey guys, welcome to another Gauging Gadgets review video. In this video, we have the Etekcity Voltson Smart Wi-Fi outlets. This is a 2-pack on Amazon. What makes these unique is they offer energy monitoring. They're also compatible with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, and all that for only $19 for a 2-pack. So very inexpensive on Amazon. You get a great deal with these for 2 of them, which is awesome because you can kind of build a smart home with that. Now in this video, I'll not only be doing a review of the product, but also be doing a demonstration of how to set it up and also use it with Google Assistant. So let's go ahead and open it up. It comes in a nice cardboard box. I like that because you can recycle it. Looks like on top we have quick start guide, a card that has some notes on it that are pretty important, such as the max load for these, and also that they need to work on a 2.4 gigahertz network, and also just a warning to not exceed the max load because it could cause a fire. Now we have the 2 Voltson smart plugs. All right, so first impressions, these look really nice. The plastic seems of high quality. It's very sturdy and seems pretty strong, like you could drop it. It also has a really nice reflection to it, a pretty cool subtle logo here. So I think these would look good just about any home. Also, one thing to note, the plastic around the actual plug is made of a kind of a textured, kind of a hard plastic, and I think that'll be good. So if you miss plugging it in and kind of gouge the plastic, it's not going to make a big scratch or indentation, so it won't ruin the look of this device. Also on the front, there's a small button right here, and you get some tactile feedback when you hit that, so you know you hit it. Additionally, there is an LED on the right side, and that'll let you know that the device is on, also let you know that it's ready to be set up on the Wi-Fi. In the back here, we have the plugs that go into the wall, so that'll make it compatible with more devices and also a little bit safer. And on the back, they have some QR codes that you can scan to bring up the apps for iTunes and also Android. Other than that, the smart plugs are pretty simple, so not much to talk about right here. Let's go ahead and get it plugged in. We'll get it connected to my Wi-Fi network, and then we can start playing with it. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is plug in the device. As you can see, a blue light comes on, indicating that it has power. Next, you're going to go to your app store. I have an Android phone, so I'll be going to the Google Play Store, but if you have an Apple, you just go to the iTunes App Store. Then you just search VeSync and install that app. This does require a lot of permissions, so I recommend going into the permissions after you've installed it and kind of denying whichever ones you don't think that this needs. I'll probably be denying the camera as well as call information, things like that I just don't understand why this app would need. So we'll go ahead and accept it right now. Once you get the app installed and opened, go ahead and sign up for an account. One thing to note here, it does allow you to continue without an account, but you will not be able to use it with Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa unless you have an account. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Once you've created your account, it's time to add the smart plug to the app so that we can control it. So we just hit the plus symbol right here. Then select Wi-Fi outlet, that's what it's found. And then as you can see, it's brought up the device that we have. Because it's on, it knows that this device needs to be connected. Go to Start Setup, and now it's just asking us to press and hold the button on the bottom of the device for 5 seconds until the light comes back on. Alright, so the light has come back on. We can go ahead and select Next. One thing to note, this only works on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. So if you have a dual band Wi-Fi network, a 5 gigahertz and a 2.4, you'll want to make sure that you're connected to the 2.4 gigahertz on your cell phone when setting this up. Once you are, you just select OK. I'm on Yolanda. Once you're connected to the 2.4 gigahertz network, just enter in the password for the network and then select Join Network. And then very quickly, it took it about 8 seconds to connect the smart outlet to my Wi-Fi network. Now we're going to choose a name for it. I'll be naming it something generic, which is Lamp. One of the important things about the name is if you plan to use this with Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant, that's the name you're going to be using when you command your assistant to turn on and off this device. And now we're done. It's set up. So we can select Done, and we can go into the options here and play with it. So as you can see, the blue light is off. If I hit this, it turns on and it shows a yellow light. So instead of plugging something into this, I'm just going to allow you to use this as the indicator that it is getting power. So when we select the device in the app, it brings us to where we have different options. As you can see just right here, this is where we can view some of the energy information, such as voltage and how much kilowatt hours it's used, as well as the power. And we can even select these to see more detailed information such as a graph of time, and you can move that to months and years and see how much power has been used by this device and the device is being powered by it. That's pretty cool right there. I think having the ability to see how much energy you're using with one device is pretty important because then you can see how important it is to power that and how much it's costing you. So looking in here, we have 3 options. We have schedule, we have timer, and we have away. So schedule, we can schedule this to turn on and off at different times. If you wanted to have it turn off at 10 p.m. because that's when you always go to bed, you could easily do that using the schedule feature. Timer, you can have this device turn on in a certain amount of time or turn off in a certain amount of time. So rather than scheduling it for exactly at 10 p.m. every night, you can say, hey, kind of like a sleep timer, I want this device to turn off in 15 minutes, and then it will do that. Now the away option is pretty cool. Say you were going out of town on vacation, but you wanted your house to continue to turn the lights on in the evening like someone was home, so that any would-be robbers would think, hey, somebody's there, we don't want to break in. All you have to do is set the time right here for this to turn on and off, and then you can have it repeat every day. You can have it repeat on select days of the week, or even in the weekdays. So that's pretty cool right there. You could have it look like you're home even when you're away from home. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but the device does make an interesting noise, I think from the relay. So let's listen to this real quick. I think that's pretty cool because at least you have some feedback other than the light that the device turned off or on. One more quick thing, if you did want to change the name, all you have to do is select this gear right here to go into the settings, and we can change the name here to whatever we want to. And then in the device settings, there are two unique settings available in here. So we have energy save mode, where you can have the device turn off if it uses too much power. That's pretty awesome. So that's going to save you money. Then we have abnormal power protection. So this has somewhat of a surge protector on it. And I guess if it notices a power spike of above 700 watts, it'll shut off the device and hopefully protect it. So now that we've gone through the steps to set up the Voltson Wi-Fi smart outlet, let's go ahead and get it configured with my Google Assistant. So the way we do that is we leave the VeSync app and we open up the Google Home app. Inside the Google Home app, we're just going to select the three lines on the top left and then go to Home Control. In here, it's going to show all the devices we have on our network currently. We just select the plus symbol right here. And then in this list, we're going to look for VeSync, which will be all the way at the bottom. There we go, VeSync right there. It's going to open up a web browser. Now all we need to do is log into the account that we set up in the app. Once you select authorize, it's going to set it up, and then we can assign it to a room. We can change the name real quick. And then once you're done, just select done. And then it's going to tell us it's ready to go. So now we can test it. Google, turn on the lamp.
Sure, turning the lamp on.
So as you can see, very responsive, and it quickly turned on the lamp. Google, turn off the lamp. And there we go, turned it right off.
Okay, turning the lamp off.
Alright, so that was the Voltson Smart Wi-Fi outlet from Etekcity. I have to say overall, very impressed with this device, especially for a price of $20 for a 2-pack. That's awesome, and that's really one of the best prices online. Kind of shows why this device is so highly rated on Amazon. In addition to that, the build quality seems very high with a very sturdy feeling plastic. It also looks really cool. And then you get that textured plastic that's a little bit tougher so that you won't scratch it when you're plugging things in. Additionally, you have a nice power button on the bottom. It gives you some feedback when it's hit, and also an LED to let you know that the device is on. I also like the grounding plug because it makes it compatible with more devices. One thing I don't like about this device is the overall design, only because of the size vertically. So if I wanted 2 of these in a wall socket, in a normal standard wall socket that has 2, you couldn't do that. It's impossible because of how far this sticks down. It would work great on the bottom, but if you put it on the top, it's going to block the plug below it, this little dimple right here at the bottom. So really that's the only drawback I found. In the app, you get tons of features such as energy monitoring, even energy protection, and then you also get the scheduling, timer, and away mode, which is great if you're going out of town. So overall, for that price, highly recommend this device. Additionally, it's really easy to set up and use with Google Assistant. If you have any questions about the Etekcity Voltson Smart Wi-Fi outlet, leave a comment below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm going to add an Amazon affiliate link to where you can find the 2-pack for $19, so check that out in the description. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel, Gauging Gadgets, for more gadget reviews and tech tutorials. Thank you so much for watching.